And people are worried like, wow, this paragraph ended. What will happen in the next body paragraph? Will the writer believe this is a good trend or it's a bad trend? What will happen? No one knows. Season 2, which appears in the second paragraph. This is an IELTS essay, and it is an essay. It's not a TV series. I don't know why IELTS loves crime subjects so much. As you can see, I've put on my Dalton's shirt, a typical prisoner's shirt. I'm joking, I'm not in prison. Of course, this is not a prisoner's shirt, but I hope you get my reference to the Daltons. Anyway, we have another IELTS rubric about crimes and prison. So let's see, let's look at it and assess it together. In many countries today, crime novels and TV crime dramas are becoming more and more popular. And as I can see, it says in many countries today, so it's a modern thing. It is related to contemporary times, and it happens among many countries. And the focus is on two things, maybe crime novels and also TV crime dramas. And when we have this structure, when it says, I mean, generally speaking, I'm not talking about this rubric here only. I'm just talking about this vocabulary in general. When we say more and more popular or more and more interesting or more and more expensive, you need to visualize a trend that from one period to another period of time, it is going up. And it is going up in a very significant way, not in like a small amount or gradual, or there's a plateau. It's going up. And the fact that it is going up is so significant. And when that happens, we use this vocabulary, more and more, or this phrase. And we follow it up by another adjective. So keep that in mind when you are going to address this rubric, that this is a trend, it's an upward trend in popularity, and the fact that it is an upward trend is significant. Now let's look at the essay types, the questions, or the essay type section. Why do you think these books and TV shows are popular? Another emphasis that we need to focus on both the books, the novels, and TV shows. Why do you think this is? So basically, you need to come up with the reasons. It doesn't say you have to come up with at least 2 reasons. It's just safe to say, or it helps you develop the idea. But if you come up with only one reason, but you develop it very well, or you come up with one reason and break it down into 2 sections for books and TV shows, yes, we're still in the green. We are still fine. The second one, what is your opinion of crime fiction and TV crime dramas? Again, the emphasis on 2 aspects, novels, fiction, and also TV shows, TV crime dramas. What is your opinion? This is a meaningful message. There are, in every line, I have these segmentation. I mean, this segmentation. Novels, TV shows. Novels or books, TV shows. Fiction, dramas. In all these lines, I have that element. This is something you must reflect on your work. No doubt about it. When I'm going to read your essay later on, make sure that you put these 2 elements. You tell the examiner, the marker, that you understood these 2 elements and you address them each properly. In general, also, the last point to mention here for the analysis of this rubric is that there are 2 questions. So it's a 2-part question. they come into two different lines. I would have devoted at least one paragraph for each one of these questions. So each question receives at least one paragraph. And IELTS wants you to address both of them and develop both of them properly, sufficiently, or fully. Depending on the quality that you develop, they will give you a higher score. On that note, we're ready now to read the response. Okay. These days, I need a comma, because novels and TV dramas, this is the subject. Novels and TV dramas that are related to crime draw attention of people, around the world. It's not very natural. They usually attract people's attention around the world. Because when you draw usually you draw somebody's attention to something. That's the natural way to use the word draw. This is a bit weird. It's not English. I will outline the reasons behind this popularity. That's the first question. Why is this? And will give my idea in this regard. And yeah, and that's regarding the second question. But what is this? Rigged. Rigged. That's the word regard, but misspelled. On the one hand, these books and TV shows drawing more people, drawing more people towards something. But again, that's weird. You can say attract more people to something, usually, or are attractive to more people because they inspire a sense of excitement, which is an intrinsic part of such dramas. Okay, so we are going to talk about the excitement that comes with these books and TV shows. All right, so one reason is excitement. They use visual effects in the process of producing these programs on TV, which make them attractive. Yeah, they use visual effects. Good. And people would like to follow these shows on a regular basis. Correct. Because they're TV series. That's why people love to see them on a regular basis. So excitement is one reason. All right. Moreover, producers of these dramas would trigger the essence of curiosity in viewers who would like to know what will be happening in the future. Future progressive. Good grammar. But instead of in the future, maybe because we are using a very specific grammatical point, we need to also mention that what will be happening in the next episode or in the next season. If you're familiar with the word cliffhanger, that is kind of like that. So you remain thirsty and wait for the next season to be published or to be produced. So the second reason is curiosity, and it's somehow different from excitement. There are two different words, so I don't blame the writer to divide excitement and curiosity. It causes individuals to continue the progress of these dramas on TV, even books, which publish the content of criminal shows. even books which publish, I don't need this comma in that case. If we are talking about those books which publish the content of criminal shows, have the same results on citizens. I don't know why all of a sudden from people we're now talking to citizens, like people in villages don't watch TV or they don't read books. They're called villagers, they're not citizens. So why are all of a sudden we address them as citizens? Or maybe you want to say the nationality of those people, which somehow loosely we can say the word citizen to the people of a certain nationality, and it doesn't matter whether they live in a city or not. If this is it, then maybe we needed a stronger connection with this one and the rubric that says more in many countries. And maybe we could, I needed at least one sentence to tell me the acknowledgement that that the majority of countries are like that. The people in many of these countries follow TV shows. I don't know. The British people watch this criminal TV show series. The people in Europe watch this. The US or North American countries watch a separate show. Just a sentence or maybe one or two sentences, a couple, that explains why these people watch different TV shows. Why I'm saying this, remember, in the rubric, going back to the top, it says in many countries today. That would act as a reference to the rubric. Again, you will show the examiner that you fully understood the elements of the rubric. As a result of having negative effects, I am not in favor of these shows, which I will explain in the next paragraph. Okay, all right, listen to me. We are here not to become or not to be trained to be the future Steven Spielberg. We don't end our paragraph with a cliffhanger saying that, yes, but follow my writing to see what happens in the next body paragraph. And then it's done. And people are worried like, whoa, this paragraph ended. What will happen in the next body paragraph? Will the writer believe this is a good trend or it's a bad trend? What will happen? No one knows. Season 2, which appears in the second paragraph. This is an IELTS essay, and it is an essay. It's not a TV series. We cannot write a sentence that is actually related to the other sentence. This sentence has no standing in this agenda, in this paragraph's agenda. So this paragraph's agenda was just to say why we have this phenomenon right now in the world, in many countries. And we touched on excitement and curiosity with a not 100% ideal development, but yeah, quite okay. And then this sentence really is a cliffhanger. That's all I can say. It shouldn't be here. We all know that you as the writer were supposed to write your opinion in the next body paragraph. So let's look at this one. Firstly, viewers might have a tendency to commit the criminal activities. The criminal activities. Why the criminal activity? Are they specific criminal activities? It's generic. Commit criminal activities, or to commit an act of crime. Maybe that's more natural, which have seen on TV. Viewers criminal activities which they have seen on TV, because of the word viewers. It would be destructive. It could be destructive. I think it refers to the fact that they have a tendency, it refers to the tendency, I think. Other nouns are plural, viewers are plural, activities are plural. So the tendency could be destructive. Let's, again, the tendency, and this referencing is a bit weird and confusing. I am helping the writer, like I am co-writing here now. The tendency might lead to losing their life or falling the prison. Falling the prison. You fall the prison. Like prison is in your hands and then you fall. That's weird. That's not correct. Maybe you fall in a prison. Unless the prison is a pit and it's like a jungle, you're walking and then you fall into a pit. And then yeah, you fall into a prison. But I believe you are sent to prison or sentenced to prison, or you get into the prison. I don't know. It's like nobody falls, like you like Tom Cruise, you fall from helicopters onto the prison yard. Is it Mission Impossible? I don't know. Let's continue. In addition, these dramas would teach offenders new tricks, spelled incorrectly, and techniques. Yeah, that's correct. Techniques. I mean, the word is correct, not the whole act, which have been added to the show for being more appealing. Which have been added to the show, to such shows, I mean, criminal TV shows, for being, to make them more appealing, for being, why is it gerund? So I mean, to make it more appealing. They would damage the society by increasing the rate of criminal practices. They're two words. I mean, I need a space here. Via criminals, increasing the rate of via criminals, like crime is committed via criminals. It comes from one end and goes to the other. That's weird. You know, this sentence, by the definition of this sentence, everybody in prison is innocent because the crime was committed via them. They didn't commit the crime. There was a crime somewhere else and it went through the prisoner to the other side. So the prisoner just was innocent, didn't do anything. The crime just came in and went through, went the other way. I guess the word the writer wanted to put here was by criminals. Finally, fellow citizens. Okay. Citizens. This is not even, I mean, it's not a citizen. It has to be first city. I need to correct it to citizen, and then we need to pluralize it. Would be more anxious because of seeing these programs and reading crime fictions or crime fiction books, which have reflected the insight, because there are two, the insight of these TV shows. Insight. They have reflected the insight of these TV shows. I'm a bit lost. The grammar is weird. I need to correct punctuation. I mean, not punctuation, correct spelling, please. They would lose their calmness. Oh, the criminals would lose their calmness. Oh, as they wait for the rest of the story, that drama will give them a sense of insecurity. That's the least of a prisoner's concern, to feel insecure, or they lose their calmness. It's so weird. I think there was firstly, and in addition, and also finally, but the writer's opinion is there. I know, I understand. There are attempts to convince me why I am reading this paragraph, and I am still not 100% there. So some details could be better developed in a clearer way. In conclusion, these dramas are appealing because of having interesting features which lead to triggering a sense of discovery in the viewer, or in viewers, this word. So curiosity and excitement, but only excitement is given here. Excitement appears here, a sense of discovery. Or maybe it's just curiosity. And I don't hold a positive view in this regard, spelled correctly this time, as who's they, could have negative effects. It's not who, what is they? Really, what does they refer to? These dramas, again, maybe, they could have negative effects on people in society. Okay. Yeah, with the reasons mentioned in this body paragraph. Okay. 317 words. I am not 100% there. In the understanding of what just happened. I can just tell you, after reading the whole essay, I know we answered 2 questions. I know the first paragraph was for the reasons I saw excitement and curiosity, and in the second one, the writer believes it's a negative development. There are some explanations here, but I have a hard time digesting these messages. Let's look at the band descriptors. Yeah. Okay. Yes, we addressed all parts of the task all right, but the writer's position is relevant, but especially in conclusion gets unclear a bit. And yeah, again, unclear development for some main ideas. Paragraphing definitely wasn't always logical. I saw elements of a TV series in it. Referencing, yeah, not always correct. Transition in some cases not mechanical, but was a bit faulty or not smooth. The arrangement of data was logical, as I just said. The first paragraph was devoted to the first question, and the second was devoted to the second question. And but inside, it's just there's an overall progression. I wasn't fully aware inside the paragraph where we are and why we are reading sentences one after another. As for vocabulary and grammar, I can tell you just the range in either case is fine. My main issue is that there are some errors, really. The errors in vocabulary are quite okay, but in grammar, they affected the communication in, I guess, at least 2 instances. Well, there you have it. It's a solid 6 with all 6 in all categories. It has to be some sort of a unique breakdown of the score, because everything is 6. But I hope you had very good takeaways. I hope next time when you write your essays, maybe letters or reports, you take notes of the things that we just discussed here. Until then, take care.